That's one way to put them up.
Yeah. I noticed a lot of those, man. I also noticed every once in a while they knocked over.
You have to hit that thing pretty hard and knock it over.
Yeah.
Alright, me and Simon's gonna play a game. When we get up here in the old city, I'm going one way, y'all go the other. We'll see if he can find me. Michael can pull it off.
Amazing. Shocked that guy stopped him. Knew him. Knew Michael.
I asked my father, okay, because he's the owner of the company. Okay, he just told me, have you been here?
Yummy.
What does the handle do?
Uncle Mustache's restaurant. Watch your step there.
Deixa eu ver aqui. Yeah. You ever seen them old World Wars?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going down through there. Those zombies getting in there. Because they were all singing because they had the big wall and no one could get in.
Yep.
Things just got in. الله يهديك الله يهديك سلام Imagine having a battle inside something. You walk under a window, someone drops a rock.
Oh yeah. I mean, imagine Baghdad couldn't have been much different than this in places, you know?
Yeah, just like this. Just like this, yeah.
And they ain't dropping rocks, sir.
Yeah. Shoot, drop a grenade. Yeah.
You never know what's behind that door.
Yeah. Like this world's scariest video game.
Yep.
It lets you walk by, then it jumps out.
You about miss that in Vita. Somebody using a lot of water.
About a 5K in here.
Somebody breaking an ankle. Guarantee it. I don't know if I've ever been in this way.
No, we always get in line.
Yeah.
Then we're right there.
Yeah. I don't know, that sign in the bathroom still cracks me up.
What?
The sign in the bathroom where it has the guy standing on the toilet squatting down.
Yeah.
And it was like crossed out.
Yeah, that's a yes. The Middle East version of Smart.
Yeah.
My brother was in Korea. He said, you get used to it. I don't think I ever could. I've never been able to squat down like that. I could, if I'd been in Vietnam War, I'd been the one that got me. They would just squat for hours at a time. The LL security check-in.
Yeah, 39, right. What did we miss that?
You didn't think I was ready.
So there's a school up in here. We was walking through here one time and they're chanting, "America, America." So I wisely threw them the peace sign, which in the Middle East turns out is you're giving them the finger. So it went from America, America, America #1 to not so nice things about America.
Know your symbols.
Yeah.
How many times have you been?
This trip makes the 5th time. Go ahead.
So my favorite bathroom, the French open bathrooms.
Go over their sanctuary. We always sure she will sell the band. See what she says.
No, I don't know that one. You're trying to get me arrested. They'll take me in back one of the back rooms. Say we'll be here in a minute.
Yeah. The gun.
Yeah. 2 days later, they say you can go now.
This way.
Okay. Welcome, Neville. Thank you. Good morning to you all. Good morning. What part of the state are you from? Tennessee. All right.
Shalavo. You can go by it. Oh, you know what? This is in the picture.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. I see it.
Ah,
It's there. Oh, well, let me do it again. Now I don't see it. It was pulled out. That's why it was in the picture.
yeah, we did share them all.
Yes.
Now let's go around this room.
Which is this direction. And it goes underneath us and continues to the temple mount and leaves the temple mount just before the golden gate.
So a valley goes underneath where we are standing. During the Second Temple period, they wanted to gather the water in one place in this way. And the easiest way to do it is to what? To build a dam, right? If you build a dam in the valley, you'll have a water on this side, and you'll have another, and you have water on the other side as well. So they decided to build a dam. Can you see the fence over there, just like this one, going this direction? Yeah. Going this direction, look at my hand. It stands on the dam. The fence stands directly on the dam, which was built during the Second Temple period. When I say the Second Temple period, we're talking between 515 BC till 70 AD, when the temple was built. So now, two pools were built here. You have the dam, okay? Two pools with 5 porticos. The dam is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And when you read the Bible, it says that Jesus entered the sheep gate. Where is the sheep gate? We're next to the sheep gate. You saw it. He reached pools of Bethesda. These pools were called pools of Bethesda. So where is it? You have the southern pool over here. It goes deep down. Not only part of the pool was excavated. The pool goes all the way to the garden. And the northern pool, you have it, the area, can you see the green trees? This is the area of the northern pool. So the north pool and the south pool. Two pools. So Jesus entered the sheep gate, he reached pools of Bethesda. Where is the pools? Right over here. He met a crippled man who was waiting 38 years to be healed. Bethesda means the house of the graceful water. It was believed whenever the water is stirred, the first one to jump into the water will be healed. So Jesus came to the crippled man. Where is that man? Where is he? Yeah. Gone, huh? So he met a crippled man, and Jesus asked him, "Do you want to be healed?" He answered, "How come, since I cannot jump the first one into the water?" And Jesus told him, "Take your mat and go." Indeed, he took his mat and walked. Then the people started to ask him, "Who did this job for you? Who did it?" And the people, he didn't knew that was Jesus. Then he saw Jesus preaching at the temple in Jerusalem. He said to the scribes that Jesus healed me. The people started to criticize Jesus for doing such a job on Sabbath, on Sabbath. The Jews are not allowed to work on Sabbath. So why is this miracle so special? Every time when you read the Bible, it's always someone comes to Jesus to ask for help. Only this time, Jesus came to the crippled man and asked him if he wants to be healed. He wanted maybe to tell us that you don't have to wait for someone to come and ask for help. Go and look for the people who need help. So we have pools of Bethesda, house of the graceful water. The ruins here. Now, what can we see? Can you see the base of the pillar and part of the pillar? Yes? And another one next to it. So we have a row of pillars. Can you see my hand going this direction on this side, close to us? And you can see a base of a pillar, which is yeah. Can you see it fallen? Yes. And you have another base of a pillar or part of a pillar next to it. We have another row of pillars on the other side. So this is five. Then the middle one is the nave, and the other side another aisle. How do we know this? If you look to this side, you see three axes. Come closer to me, come this way. You see three axes. One, which is the big one in the middle, and two smaller, one on both. So a Byzantine church was this. But again, it's a dam, and you have a pool over here and a pool over here. So how did they build the church on this level? Well, can you see the arches down there? Not this one, but there is another arch down there, a big one. They built arches to support the church above. So two churches were built on the site during the Byzantine period. This church over here and the other one over here. This one, I'm sorry, not during the Byzantine period. The Byzantines only built this church. It was destroyed by the Persians in 614 AD. When the Crusaders came, they built a small chapel. Can you see it? Up there. This is a small chapel built by the Crusaders. When Saladin came and defeated the Crusaders in 1187, the Crusaders built two churches, this one and this one. Saladin destroyed this one. He did not destroy the other one. He turned it into a religious museum. So this is a Crusader still standing building, 800 years old. When you go inside, all the columns, all the arches, everything is Crusader. And on your way in, when you go inside, you can see the entrance. Above the arch, there is an inscription in Arabic, placed by Saladin. So this was destroyed. This was built over the house of Ain and Joachim.
Mary's mother.
Be nice to see you in there.
According to politics today, you'll see the French flag later on in the way off. But according to the law, whenever you enter the area of this church, you have entered French territory. Welcome to France. Hey, Martins. Simon, not Simon. Alright, so go inside. Let me show you. You can see the Arabic inscription. It's a place of silence. Inside you may go to the right, go down the stairs to visit the house of Ain and Joachim and the birthplace of Mary, the mother of Jesus, and come back. At the entrance you have washrooms. We will meet right over there in 10 minutes. Alright, 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness, it's another step there, so watch it. It's another step there, I almost fell.
We going back out, we're singing.
Yeah, we're gonna sing.
All right.
There's nothing down there that I've missed.
No.
No,
Just
I
a
mean,
little
there's
cave.
like fire burning in my leg.
Just like a little cave. Riley. When everybody gets up here, we'll sing.
Okay.
The acoustics in here, people have paid like millions of dollars trying to recreate.
Really?
It's considered perfect acoustics. How
celebrates 24 times.
We're standing in front of a building that was built on ruins of a fortress. That fortress was called Antonia Fortress. King Herod built Antonia Fortress and he called it Antonia in honor of Mark Antony. So we said that Last Supper took place on Mount Zion. Then the disciples went through the Kidron Valley to the Garden of Gethsemane, where he was arrested, taken to the high priest Caiaphas. The next morning, they brought Jesus to Pilate. Pilate was staying at Antonia Fortress. Pilate knew that Jesus was a Galilean. He sent Jesus to the governor of the Galilee. He did not send Jesus to the Galilee, but the governor of the Galilee was at that time Herod Antipas. And Herod Antipas was in Jerusalem, was visiting Jerusalem, because as I mentioned that Herod Antipas, he has a Jewish blood, and he had to come to the temple during Passover. It was Passover. So Herod Antipas was in Jerusalem. Pilate knew that he was a Galilean. He sent him to the governor of the Galilee, to Herod Antipas. Herod Antipas sent Jesus back to Pilate. Pilate offered releasing either Jesus or Barabbas, who was a great criminal. The scribes, the people started to say, free Barabbas, crucify Jesus, crucify Jesus. So Pilate washed his hands and said, Jesus carried his cross 40 years all the way to Calvary, where he was crucified. So the building, this building that is in front of us, this is a school today for Muslims, but built on the ruins of the fortress. So we're in the area of the first and the second station of the way of the cross. The way of the cross, the way of the suffering. Yes, 14 stations. Traditions by the Franciscan fathers. So the Franciscan fathers, they have, for the Catholics, 14 stations. Some are mentioned in the Bible, others are not mentioned in the Bible. So we have the first station. We're in the area of the second station. This church is called the Church of Flagellation. This is identified where Jesus was tied to a column being stretched. You can see the arch of the church made like crown of thrones. Inside the church, you can see the ceiling look like crown of thrones, and to the right you can see Pilate washing his hands, saying, I am innocent of the blood of this man. Behind the altar you can see Jesus tied to a column, and to the left you can see Jesus carrying the cross. So this is called the Church of the Flagellation, also built by St. Franciscan Church. So go inside, only for 2 minutes, come back here so that you visit the other church.
Adesso c'è coperto, mi serve, no.
That's a little bit better. I was late this time. I had to buy ice cream but please come closer. Watch your step. Can you all hear me? This church is called the Church of Condemnation. This is identified where Jesus carried his cross. This is the second station number 2 out of 14 stations. What's important here are these tiles. And Pilate went out to the Losostrosos, the paved courtyard, sat on the judgment seat to question Jesus. So this is part, of course, the city of Jerusalem was built, destroyed, rebuilt several times. We said that 70 AD, the city of Jerusalem was destroyed completely. So this is part of the Losostrosos, the paved courtyard, and the Roman soldiers used to play games on their prisoners. This is one of the games. One of the games was called the Game of the King, where they choose one prisoner to be as a king in his own cell. He can choose whatever he wants. He can ask whatever he wants, except for few things like his freedom and few other things. After few days, he will be killed. So the Roman soldiers used to play games on the prisoners. Now, these tiles were put here as a secondary use in 132 by Emperor Ted. but we're in the area of the paved courtyard. So he used the same tiles that was in the Antonia fortress. So this is part of the Los Ostros. You can see Jesus carrying his cross. He's wearing purple garment, and this is the second station. Follow me this way. So the first station is the Antonia fortress. This is the second station of the way.
All right, you're the king next. Reed is the king. You got 3 days and then we're gonna...
Did it say Japan?
Which means behold the man. So the sisters of Zion found this arch and they bought this area. They thought in the beginning that this was the entrance to the Antonia fortress where Pilate went out to the Los Ostros, who sat on the judgment seat to question Jesus. Archaeology became more developed. They re-examined the arch. They found themselves mistaken. This arch, this is a big arch with two small arches, one on each side. So you have another small arch found in this shot, and another small, a triumphal arch. 4 triumphal arches were built during the time of Emperor Hadrian 132. So one arch and another arch is inside the church, which is the church belongs to the Sisters of Zion. Behold the this way. So this is from 132 AD, built by Emperor Hadrian.
Excuse me, I have a question.
Yes. Yes. شو بلشنا؟ اسمع طب ليش مستعجلين؟
لا ما معي كمان قاعدين مع بعض. انا باخذ منه بس بدي انزل ابلش اشوف المطعم اذا بيشتغل ولا تاخرنا. يلا good luck enjoy يا عم.
يلا.
Thank you.
You may go inside. It's a place of silence to see the other arch, the small. Whenever the family entered the grand hall here, this was the entrance to the market.
استنوا غير عبد الله وش يجي ده ابوه قولوا له ابويا ده ما تعرفوش
Can you all hear me? Station number 6.
Bora assistir, Gatinho? Já assistiu?
Assisto 10 vezes, pai.
Mas já assistiu então, né? Eu acho que eu já assisti também, mas como eu sou ruim de nome de filme.
Mas eu acho que agora assistir hoje, a gente tem uma visão diferente.
Do you know? Mary Magdalene? No. Her name, we started to call her Veronica after this event. Veronica in Greek, Vera, Icona, which means the true image. Alright?
Get you a big bag. Or an ossuary. There's an ossuary.
Give me one.
I mean, you buy Vita like a necklace. She could buy you an ossuary.
Oh, you think so? They don't work out way.
Ossuary. You know where they take the bones, put it in the box. The box.
I'm gonna make my own when he does.
How much you want? I give you 70. Okay, 50.
25. Last offer. For you, my friend. I'm not sure Simon saw this sign. It's the best coffee in the old city of Jerusalem, and we've just had junk. So
like that scene from Alfway's, what is it, best coffee in the world? And then, oh, it's the best coffee in the world.
What is killing her.
Alright, everyone. Station number 7. Jesus went under the weight of his cross on the second time. And in this area, of course, the city of Jerusalem used to be much smaller time of Jesus. So this, in in this area, a gate existed here. People used to exit the city through the gate which existed right over here. So we have station number 7 next to station number 8. That's one.
Mushroom burger. And of course, this building wasn't here. This is not they used to pour the clock where we have the nine station. So Jesus, we're going down the stairs one more time, but Jesus didn't go up and down very quickly. So from here, all the way up. So Golgotha starts over here, Calvary, and it goes all the way up. Today, where Jesus was crucified, we're going to the church of Holy Sepulcher. Station number 8, where Jesus said, Jesus belongs to you, over your children and because he knew that Jerusalem is going to be Let's go down one more. Where is Dr. Where's your
He'll wait for the last one.
All right, this way.
Al fine non è qui. Fresh mango, fresh orange. Come on, man, come on.
الصراحة شرب شيء الله يسعدك. إذا بدهم قول لهم 10 شيكل، إذا بدهم على الطريق شو أخبارك؟
Pomegranate, mango, lemon. Pomegranate juice, mango, passion fruit, 10 shekel, $3. $3, mango, lemon,
والله على راسي
It's a busy little place. Mm-hmm. You're about there.
is up on the roof where Jesus fell for the third time under the weight of his. Now what's that doing? Before visiting the Church of the Holy Sepulcher, station number 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14 is inside the Church of the Holy Sepulcher. We're gonna go inside this souvenir shop because you asked me that you wanna so those pizza. So those people inside who own this shop will bring for us pizza for free. We don't have, they will order for us pizza for free. You don't have to pay for anything. So you may shop, you may eat, go use washrooms. We're gonna be only in this, yes, in this shop, and later on we will visit the Church of the Holy Sepulcher. So please follow me.
On John.
What?
Yo volví a buscarle.
That last group I took in there, the lady's like, the lady goes, I must give you something. I was like, you ain't gonna give me nothing.
Kissing it.
I'm wanting to think Mom bought Liz one. I don't remember if she did or not.
There's some stuff up there in the attic that Mom had bought. I don't know what they were. Probably 3 or 4.
In the attic? What, at y'all's house?
Do you want to sit down at the church?
Yeah, I'm done.
So we said that I need more too, but now that it doesn't go
Yeah, I say those people got their money back in the pizza with you.
Yeah. They sold the crown of thorn necklaces that made even more.
So we're getting paid hour. Oh, our ICU nurses are getting paid $200 an hour.
Yes. See, and so I think, I sat and listened to her and talked with her for a while last night. She's, she does.
That could be a stretch too, huh?
Manager nurse. This is the Church of the Holy Sepulcher, right?
What happens usually, by the way,
Some pillars there, isn't it?
I heard they gave you a rug.
I mean, when he talked about them pillars at the other church having to hold up that roof.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
I mean, look at that one.
Well, where will you see that?
That's amazing.
how many levels they got?
Could be
2.
Got to be more than 2 levels, isn't there?
3. I don't know if that's the levels at the top.
All right. Please
I like to know the art stuff.
be stand on your
My
whisper.
grandchildren. Bible stories, all the Noah's Ark.
Now, try to stand on the line.
Yes.
Keep moving.
Well, and that's kind of where
It's
we're
a short
at. We're on
line.
retirement.
We may
and
wait
we
only
wanted to-
20 minutes
yeah.
to visit the place. It's a very short line. Now, let's try to understand this place. We are inside the Church of the Holy Sepulcher. Yesterday you visited the Garden Tomb. There are 2 traditions. Many churches believe that this is the burial place of Jesus Christ. This is the tomb, the holiest. Many other churches believe that the Garden Tomb is the place where Jesus was crucified, buried, and resurrected. Now let's try to understand the story. By the way, both churches or both tombs are empty, and that's the most important. One place will take your mind, the other place will take your heart. So, but the most important is Jesus is risen. Both tombs are empty. Now, let's try to understand this place according to many churches. We have the Calvary up over there. This is the tomb. Now, 63 BC, when the Romans came to the Holy Land, they started to crucify people up on Mount of Olives. Not here. Why? Simply Mount of Olives. Simply Mount of Olives is the highest peak in Jerusalem, and it's on the way. If you're coming from Jericho towards the city of Jerusalem, if you're coming from the Galilee and you take the Jordan Valley road, you'll be passing by Mount of Olives, and from any other place you come into the city of Jerusalem, you'll see Mount of Olives. So they started to crucify people in 63 BC on top of Mount of Olives to make a statement that will be your end if you break the Roman law. Everyone who goes in and out will see what will happen to them if they will break the Roman law. Did you get that? Time of Jesus, which means 50 years later, they stopped crucifying people on Mount of Olives. Why? Simply people from the Galilee, coming from the Galilee, used to camp, used to live, camp on Mount of Olives. For example, we have Bethany, we have Bethphage at the foot of Mount of Olives. Whenever Jesus came to Jerusalem, he never slept inside the city walls of Jerusalem. He used to sleep he used to stay in poor areas among the poor people. He used to stay in caves on Mount of Olives. How do we know? It's written in the Bible that Jesus used to go to Bethany where Lazarus, Mary and Martha on Mount of Olives. Jerusalem, most of the houses inside the city walls of Jerusalem were for the wealthy, for the rich people. Outside the city of Jerusalem, on Mount of Olives, you have the poor people. One, Jesus used to stay in a cave, he used to go to Bethany and visit his beloved friend. He used to stay in a cave on top of Mount of Olives. And it is mentioned in the Bible that in that cave, Jesus was for the second time in that cave when he taught the disciples the Lord's Prayer, Our Father. And there is another cave next to the Garden of Gethsemane where the disciples were staying when Jesus took Peter, James and John to the garden. So there is another cave, and it is mentioned in the Bible that Judas knew where Jesus was because he used to say all the time,
Outside, please.
Oh, what you did? Come out here.
Tell us to leave them over here.
Anybody else?
Are we going in there or?
Make it out without getting too yelled at. They do like to yell. How was that? Oh my God. Ourselves, but I thought I was going to go take it. He is a yeller. You get pound in your pocket. I thought I was going to
You sneaky?
I try to be. I don't know how well
Does
it
it
works.
blink when it's working?
Yeah. Is it blinking now? Yeah. So like I turned it on as we're going into the first room, and then that guy standing there, and I was like, clicked it off once I kind of moved around the room real quick.
who's missing?
Yeah. Is this all of us for all you the last one?
Yes, all right, please follow me.
Yeah, I kind of pulled one of these and then hit the button. And then like as I'm getting ready to go into the other room, I put my hand up there and he goes, "No video." So I get in the room and I stand like up against the wall and hit it and kind of. I've been practicing.
We went to that one.
It's just right here.
Oh, is it?
There's a hand drawer right here.
Okay, good.
Stay to your right.
And so when the angel of the Lord says, Abraham, Abraham, Abraham was doing it because that's an urgency. And
What if he hesitated?
yeah, if he'd have just used Abraham once and didn't twice to get his attention, he'd have killed him. Now, of course, in Hebrews it says Abraham's faith said God could give him back because he was the son of promise. He'd raise him back from the dead.
He didn't really want the son of Abraham, but God wanted to show Abraham how much he loves him. All right. All right, please, let's all stand one way. Can you all hear me? So, as I said, the church was the first church that was built here was built by Queen Helena, and she called it Anastasia Resurrection. It was destroyed by the Persians in 614 AD, rebuilt in 640 AD by the Patriarch of Jerusalem. In 1009 AD, it was destroyed one more time completely by Al-Hakim bi-Amr al-Lah, a Muslim leader. The Crusaders, when they came, they looked at this church that you can see today, and it is still standing from the time of the Crusaders. Now, the church is divided among 6 denominations. The Greek Orthodox, the Roman Catholic, the Armenians, and then the Syrian, the Coptic, and the Ethiopian. For example, the tomb during the day with the Greek Orthodox, at night, Roman Catholic. This part of the church, only this part. This is Roman Catholic. This is identified where Jesus was nailed to the cross. And this is station number 11. Behind the window, can you see the window? Behind the window is the ancient staircase where Jesus was nailed. And you're standing in line to touch the place where Jesus was crucified, which is station number 12. Station number 13 is the stone where the body of Jesus was laid on after they took his body and lowered his body from the death. And station number 14 is of course the tomb. So this is Roman Catholic. You can see Jesus up there, and you can see also Mount Moriah. That God is trying to sacrifice his son Isaac. So Abraham wanting to show God how much he loves him that he sacrificed his son. But God is still wanting to give his son. God wanted to show Abraham how much he loves him. Like us on the Jesus. You can see the difference. So people are waiting in line
You may go down on your knees, and there's a hole. You may put your hand in, you touch the stone vessel. You can see the rock, the Calvary. This is part of the Calvary, Golgotha. This was the edge of the Calvary, of course. And the Calvary or Golgotha starts from station number 8, goes all the way, and this was the edge of the Golgotha where Jesus was crucified. Now, yesterday, did the tour guide explain to you why they took Jesus to a place called Golgotha, which means the skull? Why it is called the skull? The shape of the hill looks like a skull. Now the tradition here, it does not look like a skull, but they say that the Jews, since the 3rd century BC, they started to believe, only the Jews, that Abraham took the remains or the body of Adam and his skull, and reburied the skull of Adam over here, and the Jews started to call this place the skull. So 2 traditions. One, the skull of Adam was reburied over here by Abraham. The other one is that the shape of the rock looks like a skull. You can see the glass, you can see each rock, which is part of
Oh, under the glass. Yeah, maybe it's part of the hill. Huh? Going in and reaching in. Next one. Yeah, I do it. I used to do it every year, but I wanted to start doing other electives too. So I want to do it every year. And I teach for 2 semesters. You don't have to take 2, but I have 2nd semester. All we do is translate. First semester, learn grammar. Mostly translate. Second is translate. Put that in my bag. Learn more grammar. Hit that person when they put their hand on it.
Well, then they think they had the Holy Ghost and they wouldn't leave.
Yeah, that's true. Knock your head around. Notice that when you turn around, you got to step down before you stand up.
Clean it.
I got all them lip prints off.
Kentucky, okay, from Ohio. I'm from Ohio. Yeah. Neighbors, that's right. Is it a family tour? Is it a family tour? Church?
Okay, so this is John. That's Mary. Who's that supposed to be?
that Christ himself? Is that just a, I mean, this
You
is
talking about the
Christ
one behind the
behind
cross?
him. Is that two versions of Christ?
Kind of looks like it. Their heads are both looking the same.
This place goes back to first church of 300.
Is that Jesus depicted behind the cross as well?
First time I've done that. But you know, when you put your hand on it, you kind of feel like I felt around and it's like there's something in there you could put across it.
Yeah.
Who knows? Some of the guys were asking. I said I liked his phrase. One touches the mind, the other touches the heart. Which Calvary, which Garden Tomb.
Yeah.
This one makes more historical sense. But you know, if I was God, which definitely not, which is good for most people. If I was God, to be more dead people. But I wouldn't let this happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if this is how you preserve it, but when it becomes an icon,
it's kind of what Christ was against.
Yeah.
The majority of his time on earth.
It was.
He turned his father's house into a spectacle.
Yeah. And here, wow, I touched the rock where Jesus' blood might have been dripping, but I hold that in a higher esteem than
what happened.
You know, I had a prayer time with him last night. Person to time.
See the line? Don't think so much. We didn't wait.
I know it. I did.
The two?
This is my 6th time. I've never been to the tomb. Never.
Never?
Last time I came, there was no line. I thought, oh, let's go into the tomb. They were renovating.
Oh my! Oh,
so there was
yeah,
no line.
Yeah.
And no, I told Roy, and Roy doesn't remember going in the tomb because the line's always open.
Yes, yes.
I mean, you can get in. You can do this one really pretty fast, but that one, You can wait for
In 2019, I had a group. We've waited.
Simon, what's the tradition of the stone when you first come in?
This stone, this is station number 30.
Okay,
It's where they clean the body.
it's where they.
I'm sorry,
No,
clean
no.
the body, the lady's body.
Yeah,
Lady's body.
his body was not clean, but they put incense on his body because they didn't have time to bury Jesus. Because if they didn't bury him before the beginning of Saturday, they have to wait until Sunday. So they didn't have time to clean his body. So they only put incense and they took him and buried him, which is station number 40. And
2019, you had a group.
The group of 2019.
yeah, I had, yeah, we waited for 4.5 hours.
I would have never waited.
4.5 hours.
Yeah, because usually,
It's not
the times
worth
I've been in, you would go out, like we came in and would drive all the way back around,
Yep.
and it never looks like it moves.
Yeah.
Of course, they're setting 5 people in at a time, which is good because that's all it'll fit in there. Now, where they have the glass in there, that shows that it was a cave, doesn't it?
Where?
In the tomb.
That's
in
the
back
original
wall
stone of
of the cave.
Of the cave, yes.
Because the hillside is now gone.
Oh, you mean the first room or the second room?
Just the second room, the back room.
Yes, but the first room, did you all see the
Yeah, where there was a
have a
rock.
pillar?
Yeah.
This is part of the rolling stone. You can
Oh.
see glass up on top, and under there's an ancient stone. This is part of the rolling stone. They closed the tomb with the rolling stone, right? That's good.
The other one, we're here. All right, we're here.
So my great grandma is a devout, lifelong devout Catholic. And she's actually one that got Nate on the street for me.
Yes, she.
Yeah, but she's like, great woman. Great woman. Contrary, she said, she worships Christ. She believes in Christ. But then she'll say, I say, what about the Pope? And she'll say, he makes it. They're charged. It's a really simple system. But it's, I don't know, that affects salvation.
This is part, by the way, good Calvary here. It goes like this. We were up on top and goes down like this. All right. So what you can see, a glass behind the glass, you can see the crack. Geologists say that this crack is 2,000 years old, and we all know that when Jesus died on the cross, an earthquake occurred. So we have the crack, and this chapel is called the Chapel of Adam, according to what the Jews started to believe in the 3rd century BC, mentioned in the book of Enoch that
Abraham brought the remains of Adam, the skull of Adam, and reburied the skull of Adam down here. This became symbolic for us. Jesus died on the cross. His blood through the grave reached the skull of Adam, healed from the first sin that we did. So this is the chapel of Adam. Please follow me this way. You can see. Sorry. Stay right over here. I want to show you something on this mosaic. This is Golgotha, which means the skull. Jesus was crucified up above, and you see the skull of Adam, the chapel of Adam. This is according to one tradition. They took the body of Jesus Christ, the body was laid down over here, and then follow me.
So what's this? The place of ascension?
I've never been down here.
What is it? Church.
All right, can go here. Now, as I mentioned that the Church of the Holy Sepulcher is divided into 6 denominations. The three churches share big part of the Holy Sepulcher. The Greek Orthodox share a big part or many sites. They own many sites in the Holy Sepulcher. Christianity as a nation, their king, can you see the painting? Their king was baptized first of all, he became Christian, and then the nation followed the king. The whole nation became Christian in 301 AD. We accepted Christianity here in 325 AD. So this is an Armenian chapel called Three Elements. So I see that you can see an icon, a cross that's not Mary, the mother of Jesus. This is Queen Helena.
Helena found the 3 crosses down here. So one of the crosses was the cross of Jesus Christ, and that's Queen Helena holding the cross of Jesus Christ. So that's where she found. It used to be a water cistern in the 6th century BC. Later on, people used to throw garbage here. So the 3 crosses used to be down here, and Queen Helena found the true cross right over. All right, let's see.
I'm just about ready, you know, to sit.
Oh my God, he's gonna be so upset with me if I get Friday and my knees swell this way. I'll get home and ice. Well, that's what he's supposed to come in and fix, right?
Oh yeah.
Would they come this way? Off of this. Huh?
Getting busy now.